turn your joint off.
I don't know where it. There you go. Hey YouTube. What joint?
I don't know. What, two of them?
Yeah.
Hey YouTube.
Hey YouTube.
Yeah. So what was in the bag? We've already done a couple of guitars. It's over there. To your right.
With the new one.
Mini one. There you go. You get to see it. You heard all about it yesterday. The cheapest SG in the world. The one that isn't your SG. It's there.
What?
There behind the 8 string is what was. It didn't have a bag.
Oh. I'm looking at my own guitars thinking, what are you talking about, lad? Are you on drugs?
Yes,
Yeah.
totally. Yeah, your
There's usually
SG's over there.
There's usually one sitting there though.
Yeah.
That's the space for it.
Yeah.
Oh, this is the... Oh. It is light, isn't it?
It's officially lighter than my Yamaha RGXC2. I've measured it.
Is it thinner?
Don't think so.
It feels thin here.
Does it?
Here, it feels thin.
Might be.
At the join, it's not as thick.
It does. It looks thinner. Looking at yours, but
Grab that.
is
Grab it in a minute. It feels longer, doesn't it? Is this? Oh my!
the cheapest SG I've ever seen.
Why did you do that?
I don't know. I wouldn't have it if I hadn't. So. See, what I was wondering, see my Epiphone SG, I always thought it was thinner because, see, that bit there's thinner.
Yeah.
I don't know if the actual body is, though.
I think it looks like
It still takes
See
a
that
jack
join
socket.
there? See that join there?
Yeah.
It looks kind of thinner. What we'll do is we'll run a wee comparison with the other one over there.
Yeah.
But it definitely feels thinner in the body. It's very chimey, isn't it?
I thought so.
It's very resonant as well.
Mhm.
You can feel the whole body. They've landed a good one here. 24 frets.
24 frets. Why do SGs not have 24 frets? Why does it make
It
any
should
sense?
really, doesn't it? It makes sense, doesn't it, to have that?
What's the thing about, it's like that the pickup's in the same place as it is in a normal SG anyway, there's just normally a wee gap. Or if you've got the one that's got that scratch plate, there's a wee bit of plastic in there to fill in the gap. Yeah, it's all I had to do was put it back together again.
This thing here.
That's a Seymour Duncan pickup of some description.
Right.
And I had to replace one knob, one pot, and then everything else is just stock. Good for dents.
Yeah.
That's my favourite bit. Even though I'm not sure the song actually does it. Yeah, so what to do with it, I haven't decided. I'm talking commenting on it, saying what I think I should do with it, and it's like, yeah, I don't know.
That's low output, isn't it?
I think so.
It's not as sizzly as the other guitars when you hear them plugged in. They've got a real sizzle to them because they're driving the front end harder.
Yeah, I think so. It's a 60s style tone.
It's a rock machine. It's a rock machine. machine.
It's alright, it's nice G in it.
It's a 24 fret rock machine.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Keep putting on that. Maybe a good test here while the mic's working.
That's a great sound, isn't it? Buy an Altivar. It really is though.
Yeah.
Bass lines. You can really. Bass lines and then you loop everything.
Yeah.
Great for drums actually.
Well,
If you've got a looper that sounds magic.
yeah.
As a drum beat for it.
Yeah.
Use your imagination. Winner, chicken dinner. Well done, Malco, and the cheapest SG in the world.
It's definitely cheap for others.
Something appeared on the screen there. Did you see that? We
Did
sat on
you-
something.
did you-
There's a keyboard.
There's a keyboard down it.
Yeah.
That's still
We're
recording.
excellent at sitting and stuff. Right, I think we need to do some comparative work here. Ditch the bass. Let's see this. You grab this just now.
I'm not actually. I'm obviously I was going to do one with my SG, but your SG is actually closer to this one.
Yeah,
aren't
it's
Mine's-
more of a moreness. That definitely feels thin though.
Yeah.
Yeah. It's not.
It might. It could be thin.
It's not got any significant chunk to it.
It doesn't.
It's at the neck joint I feels thin. But I could be completely on drugs.
See, I think it's just that
chance.
I remember thinking this about my Epiphone. My Epiphone, see that bit there? It's thin there. Whereas that one, even look how thick that is.
Yeah.
That compared to that. But is the actual guitar thinner?
I think so. Look, definitely is.
This bit?
Yeah, the whole body thickness is thicker on that, or thinner on yours. Even the neck heel is thinner. Look at the joint. That's cool.
Yeah.
But the way that it actually feels like a complete guitar style, do you know what I mean? It doesn't feel.
You got a tape anywhere?
I've got one of those fancy schmancy measury
Oh,
bastards.
so you do. In fact, I can.
In fact,
I
see,
think I can see it. Is that it there, or is that something else? Nah. Damn it, it was
there's rulers there
close.
actually.
I see it. That.
Yeah, there's a
Nope,
couple.
that's a bit of paper.
Well, actually, in there, that bit there, at the side, there's a bunch of stuff, and amongst it is a ruler.
Pulling random thing. Ah, there was what was that?
A ruler. There you go. So
Yeah.
we can get the thickness of the heel.
Yes.
See where that bit. That's the bit to measure.
No, just do this. This is top notch stuff. So we're coming in at 32 millimeters, and this one is.
Shut up! It's not 32 millimeters, is it?
32 millimeters.
Shut up! Why does it feel?
I think it's a see.
Is it
That bit
this
there.
bit sharper?
That bit there is much thinner on this
Yeah.
guitar. I mean, look at this. That look at that point.
Yeah,
The tip on this one is like, I don't know, 16 or 17, and on this one it's the full width of the guitar. It's like 30 odd. But
So that's
so
what
when
it
you're
is.
looking at it,
That's
it looks
what it
smaller.
is. So when I'm looking at this
What's-
bit here, so try that.
So
bit
we go
there.
from. Well, I suppose we go from the actual fingerboard.
Yeah.
Well, we'll
So-
do it right at that wee notch there.
Yeah.
Coming in here from the top of the fingerboard to the notch is 31, 32, 32 again.
See? And that's obviously going to be the same, isn't it?
And this one it is right at the wee notch there.
32, is it not?
30.
Is that not 33, 34? Couple of mil
No,
more?
it's 32. exactly the same.
It's just the way it's chamfered in. It makes
It's
it
just
feel,
the way it's
Yeah.
extremely chamfered on the top, around the edges.
Oh, you can see it. Look, it's a much deeper scallop as well. It goes in much further. Do you know what I mean? Well, there you go, Gibson.
Yeah, so it's a
Different, the same.
how heavy is that? Is that much heavier than this? Fucking, that's not heavy, but it's heavier than that. It's that thing, maybe that wee shaving bits.
I think that's what it is. It's because of the chamfering of the body. I mean, you can even see it. See when you look down into here. Like you can see, there's a lot more wood being taken away, which is
But it's much squarer at the edges. This is much
Yeah.
more rounder, and that's not the relican because you can see it when it's not been relic.
yeah. But there you go.
The whole thing just looks a bit rounder. That's rounded. That's a wee bit sharper.
It must just be the way they did the 60s card, but you can totally see it there. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah, oh, it's
Versus
completely
here.
different. But that's what
And
my
here,
Epiphone
it's
SG's
thicker
like
than
that.
in here.
Yeah. But there's a certain thickness you can't go below
And the
because
headstocks are the same size. Like,
no, they're not the same shape though. They're not the same shape.
are they not?
No, that is most definitely.
Oh, definitely steeper.
more pointed-er.
Definitely steeper as well. Well,
What
there
year's
you go.
yours? 2010. This is a 2013. Yeah, so this one doesn't look newer than that one.
Oh, this one looks brand spanking.
Look at the back one.
Yeah. I kind of prefer mine. Even though yours has got 24 frets and it's really fucking cool. Excuse my language.
Yeah. Oh, I didn't put this in the same league as my red one.
Yeah, it's really cool, and I like it's got the what do you call it, fret markers.
Oh, so it does. Funny.
What do you call them?
Fret markers.
Trapeze.
Crown.
Trapeze. Trapeze.
Is the trapeze not the sort of parallel?
Oh, they're
ones? Is that crown fret markings? Something like that.
I can't remember what you call them. That's terrible, isn't it? See how we've been guitar professionals for years. What do you call them? I don't know. Huh? But yeah, what's in the bag? That was quite cool.
See, I don't think yours has been stained. You see the bits in this where the paint's off. It kind of looks like that. So this has been stained. That's not.
Yours has got a different finish. It's more like a light.
I think it's nitro. This one.
It's a gloss nitro or a
Gloss
gloss
nitro.
something.
Yeah.
Don't think it's nitro.
I think it is. Front of the. That'd be a very very
Well,
thin
maybe.
one. Yeah, definitely shinier around the edges. But see, if you look in the back of the neck, see there. There's a definite line there and a definite line there where this is shinier and this was never shiny. If you get see if you hit the light off it,
I can actually see it. Yeah.
it's like so. I think this was
So that's been matted,
taped off or something and
Yeah.
then not painted or
taped
Some-
off and wet sanded is what it's been
yeah.
to give it that silk finish. Whereas the rest of the body on that's got gloss, whereas this one's not gloss. See, I like this guitar. It looks nice on the telly box. Look.
It's because it's looking. It's because it's sitting next to this one. This one just. I prefer the big scratch plate. A lot of people don't. It's like, oh, yeah, this is a proper SG scratch plate. But I like the big one better.
Me too.
It's just
The
better.
other strip, you've not even seen that. The one that gets stolen from me. I've got another SG. It's a 60s one, the Angus one basically,
Right.
with the single, and I thought it was really cool looking. That's in Englandshire. It's another story entirely.
They don't sound the same.
Here's this chimier.
I mean, the higher now.
This is definitely darker sounding.
Tone wood, Mr. White. Tone wood.
Old string!
Tone.
Old string! Sorry, I've got old strings on mine.
These are the strings that were on it. Cheapest SG already had these strings
Okay.
on it. But even then, you can argue that I've had the thought before where my pal Jerry's got an Epiphone SG with Grovers on it, and it's very neck heavy. This one has Grovers on it, whereas that's got the lightweight, the Clussen style ones,
Classen Deluxe.
which are, they must be lighter than Grovers unless these are made of aluminium or something.
I'm
I don't-
actually really pleased with these because I don't usually like that kind of tuner, to be honest with you. These are okay.
I wonder if they've maybe
Did you
just
notice all of my tuners are a bit...
I wonder if it's maybe just never been dropped on. I always thought the tuners in mine were pish.
Yeah, this is a lovely bit of wood though, look at that. I don't know if you can see that on the camera, it's got straight lines that go right up the middle and right up the neck.
If you look through the...
It's a grand bit of wood, isn't it?
Yep.
This was also cheap. Not as cheap as yours though.
Because this is
This
cheap.
was more than double the price of yours and it was still cheap.
They're not hearing you because you're in front of the mic, but yes.
This was more than double the price of that and this was still cheap.
Yes.
Well done.
Yes. It does have a wee bit of... The frets are a wee bit...
It's sharp.
The edges of them are a bit...
This guitar, see if you actually hold this guitar, it just feels a lot nicer to hold because
Yeah.
the neck's been played. This just
It
hasn't.
is, it's just a bit... It's a bit...
You could run,
Yeah.
see if you get one of those files and just run it up the edge.
Yes. I think
Take
that's
the roll the edge of the
exactly
fretboard.
what I'm doing. It feels completely different.
Isn't it?
I mean, I bet you it's only a wee bit
Minuscule differences.
in weight, but it totally feels... Look at... I think the neck angle might be different. So I noticed that your bridge is sitting up quite high,
Well,
whereas that
actually,
one's pure decked.
mine's is actually decked and I've got the strings over the top of it.
Oh, the back piece. All right, no, I'm talking about the actual bridge.
Oh, the bridge.
Because
right,
that bridge
okay.
won't go any lower. Whereas this bridge
It's
will
decked.
go lower.
Yeah.
Alright, we're both talking about, I don't know if we've got a similar sort of action. It's not...
Well, low, I'd say. Yours is quite low action, yeah. Is that low? I don't know.
It's within...
That's low.
It's within acceptable lengths. So maybe the neck angles, maybe...
Yeah, it's not. This is so weird that it's not heavy. It's like holding a.
That still does the same thing. You know, when you sit a Gibson on the ground, so that if they make it so that when you sit it, you can't see it in the picture. No matter what. Oh, if I do it that way.
What happens?
It's so that, see, when it's sitting flat like that,
Yeah.
it means that you can stand here and snap the neck. That's why they do that. You don't want it to be sitting flat. So if you stand on it, you want it to be
Yeah.
sitting there balanced between
Yeah.
the 2 points to snap the
And if
headstock
you
off.
knock it over and it sort of just rolls off on the body and tinks the top of the headstock, it just snaps it off.
That's
sideways.
exactly what happened to my Gibson SG.
Yeah.
I
It's
watched
amazing.
it
it's
slowly.
just- yeah.
I answered the phone and I watched it. It was leaning against my seat and I watched it go. And it went boing, and it just cracked the head.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
I've seen it happen loads of times. It's fatality. Although these two are clean
Yeah,
so far.
so far.
Well, that's not clean. That
No,
guy looks.
this is really sticky.
This guy looks as if he's had a honey badger as a pet. Basically, and the honey badger didn't like his guitar.
Yeah.
Look, I mean, that's what it looks like, doesn't it? Kind of.
Yeah. I still wonder if I wonder if is there some way I can just freaking colour in the scratches with a similar colour like that, and it'll
A
just
walnut.
do it with that.
Yeah.
Oh,
Honestly,
there we
what I
go.
do is get a
Because it's like, there's all these options.
Patch test. What I do is find a patch, right, a tiny wee bit, and then just do that bit with a walnut, and the oil's dark,
Right.
so it stains anything that's light to a darker brown, ready browny colour.
Yeah. So I think that if you couldn't see it, and I don't mind if you hold up
Yeah.
to the light, you can see the scratches. It's just that it looked as too light. If it was darker, I can't be bothered fixing it. Is it worth it? I would say it'd be nice to paint it yellow.
See, I can
100%.
understand the whole relicing thing, but this is just verging on vandalism.
No, see, I think it's done kind of well. It doesn't look like those ones we're looking at. And,
It's like hitting your children.
no, I wouldn't do it. No, I'm
I'd
not.
feel-
I'm not saying it was.
See,
it
do
was
that. That would make me sad. Doing that, just that one there, that would make me sad. I would be like, oh my god, what have I done? Forever,
Maybe-
never, never. It's defaced. It's like, why would you deface something? It's lovely. See the amount of work that went into getting that finished and making it look nice and all of that stuff. So it's my hero. If I want to see my hero's guitar, I wanted like see it minty fresh the way they got it when they first got it, and then
Yes.
before they applied their own
Yes.
ridiculousness.
You want
to it.
you want a Rory Gallagher Strat. You want a Strat the same as Rory Gallagher's.
Yeah,
not one
same
that's been-
spec,
Not
not-
the one that's been someone spent an extra £1,000 to make it look the same. The relicing just can't happen.
What's the noise? Hear it? Make it renticle and have a look at this.
Lots of pedals on.
Sounds like a wee organ, doesn't it? Does sound like an organ. well done, Malcolm.
It just needs something, but kind of.
I would personally, I would sand it down and refinish it because it's too nice a guitar to look like this. I mean, I get what you're saying, that it looks, as they go, it looks okay. But I don't think there's actually that much finish on this guitar
No.
to actually refinish it. And he's put some quite hefty, deep scratches in the body,
Yes,
but
I
I
know.
know how to get them out.
Like the soldier iron and wet kitchen room.
Just anything hot, basically, and a cold and a hot a towel, not an actual towel.
Right. Just
Wet the wood and
it'll expand.
Expands it, and then it leaves it as a, extruding one,
Oh right.
and then you sand it flat again.
Oh right. Okay. Yeah. That did work one time great with one of my guitars. It was a bash in the back of the neck. And I did it and it just disappeared like that.
Well, listen, it definitely works. You've got to be careful. Do you know what I mean? You go easily and don't burn your guitar, for Christ's sake. But yeah, you can lift these scratches out. But I think it would be possible. You know, it's a shame.
I know.
Because this could be beautiful. If it was mine, I would probably respray it post like canary yellow.
I thought it's the yellow idea is always there, though, isn't it?
Canary yellow though, not.
Not.
You're talking about TV yellow.
No, no, I was, but then I looked at it. No, it's I'm talking canary yellow. Like,
I think it would look.
canary yellow, not neon yellow, not
No,
that Ibanez, but yellow.
No. Canary
Yellow.
yellow.
Yeah.
Yellow, as we call it in Glasgow.
yellow, and then just not do the back of the neck. Just cut.
I would do is I would probably
just tape it
see
there.
if you tape it to a point the way I've done in my guitars over
Well,
here,
the
and
thing is,
then
you've got a bit there to tape it to. Though.
put a stinger on the back,
All right. Yes, I've seen that before.
and then just leave this uncovered.
Yeah.
Sand it down even, oil finish it, because he's kind of fucked it there. But yeah, I would definitely refinish this. Maybe yellow. But if you did that, you could literally use body filler on it and not have any. Have a perfectly flat.
Yellow SG.
And I think if I was doing that, what I would do is I would flat it so that it would be like that finish.
I don't like black. I like shiny.
Do you like shiny?
I would be shiny.
Okay,
I would definitely go for shiny. Matte.
Okay,
I like a matte guitar.
shiny then.
Yes.
But you know, we know how to do that now. Well, you know how to. I know how to do that. You know how to do that as well. Make guitars shiny like showroom CZ.
Yeah, but has it?
Yeah, well done, lad. Okay, that was what's in the bag. Now it's what's in the pizza.
What's in the pizza? I don't know.
We're gonna have to go and find out.
Aldi for pizzas.
Laldi, I can't remember which one it is. I
Okay.
just go
The
with
one-
the name in between. Laldi, Aldi,
Aldi.
Lidl.
Diddly
Laldi.
dee, diddly dee.
There's a song, YouTube it, about Laldi.
Laldi.
It's an Irish guy that sings it, and it's absolutely brilliant because he talks about canoes in the Centre Isles and stuff.
Rock on. Oh, sorry. Like that. Just don't hold it. Just keep hold it. Hold it. Hold it. Rock on.